Do you guys believe in doll reincarnation? Because I do with his dolly. I'm gonna explain to you guys why. But first, let's go ahead and unbox our baby for today. I believe she is the pickle sculpt. She is 24 inches. She's a truly 24 inches. She's a huge baby. Guys, I am a sucker for huge babies. And when I saw her, I had to get her. So let's go ahead and take her clothes off and check her body out. She seemed very, very stuffed. This seems to be like a common denominator between these dolls. They're overly stuffed, which isn't bad if you're going to ultimately fix their bodies. If you are not, then you just have an extra chunky baby. So right off the bat, I can tell this vinyl is very impressive for a factory doll. There's a lot of details that maybe the camera doesn't pick up, but there's like modeling, there's veining, there's a difference in coloring in some of the areas, crevices of the skin for a factory doll. Pretty impressive. There's definitely a layer of realism in this doll that we don't see very much in factory dolls, from the face, the rooting of the eyelashes, the veining, the painting, the painting of the body. Pretty impressive for a factory doll again. I do feel like the quality of the dolls varies from seller to seller on these websites. So it is really just a matter of looking at reviews and see if people have actual photos of them. This particular doll came from the NPK seller. So this is her body before, this is her body after. I kept her original body. Her body seemed like it was in a pretty good shape, and she already had some mobility to her limbs. So really all I did was add poly pellets to it, and I believe I added 2 sacks of glass beads to her tummy. She's a pretty good weight, but because she's so big, I didn't want to add too much weight. She's the perfect like floppiness to me. I washed her hair too, and her hair seemed to curl up really nicely. One of the problems with these dolls is their hair is horrible. But overall, she's a great doll. Now let me tell you guys a story why I think this doll is a reincarnate. So a few years back, I was looking for my first actual reborn doll, and I fell in love with this sculpt called Robin Asleep. He was a huge baby. He was 23 or 24 inches. He was asleep. He was a chunk too. So I found this artist who did custom work on reborns. I got in contact with her, explained everything I wanted. She explained, everything she could provide. We went through the details back and forth for a good maybe 2 weeks. Everything was perfect. She tells me the custom work is going to take anywhere between 4 to 6 months. I said, no problem. I have time. I'm not in a rush. It's my first baby. Take your time. I want him perfect. Now, for the first 2 months, I hear nothing, which to me is normal. I'm not even worried about it. She then contacts me at the 3rd month, telling me, hey, I'm missing some stuff. I haven't been able to send you updates. I'm missing some stuff, but as soon as I get those things in, I will send you periodic updates. I said, sure, no problem. I have time. At the 4.5 month mark, she then sends me an email saying, hey, I just want to firstly apologize. Gives me a long explanation of things, saying, hey, that kit is discontinued, and I will not be able to provide that kit for you. She gives me options of giving me the money back, or I could choose whatever other baby I want from her nursery. When I tell you guys that I was so heartbroken, I've never been heartbroken for a doll before, but I was so heartbroken because this was the perfect sculpt for me. I like big babies, I like sleeping babies, and I never got over the heartbreak. So I have spent 7 or 8 long years looking for a Robin sculpt, and I never found him, not even a pre-love sculpt. And I've bought so many dolls over the period of 8 years, and in the back of my mind I always kept Robin And I always thought maybe a sculpt will come out that looks like Robin. Maybe by chance I'll see a Robin pre-loved, and I never found my Robin. So last week when I saw the sculpt, my heart dropped. I said, oh my gosh, this is my reincarnate Robin. I think I manifested Pickles as my little Robin. And even though they're not identical, they are similar enough where it mended my heart in a way. So I'm happy. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked this transformation of my Robin Pickles. And I changed her outfit again because, I don't know, she looked uncomfortable in the onesie. So she's wearing shorts now. And just for reference, guys, that onesie was a 3 to 6 months, and it was very small on her. So I found this outfit. I don't have very many outfits that are big, but this is 6 to 9 months, and it fits her just perfect. But look how cute she is, guys. She's just so adorable. And thanks for watching us. We'll see you in the next one.